Welcome everybody to this Sunday morning service here at Salt and Light Christian Church. There we go. My story this morning, oh wow. Boom, make sure everyone's awake. My story this morning is about the song, I'd Rather Have Jesus. This song was written originally as a poem in the year 1922 and was given music 8 years later in the year 1930 by a man named George Beverly Shea. Now George was born in Ontario, Canada, and his father was the pastor of the Methodist church in his town, and his mother was the organist for the church. And she had quite an impact on his love for music that he gained throughout his childhood. Every morning in their house, his mom acted as like a human alarm clock. She would go to the piano and begin playing different hymns every morning to kind of wake the family up and get them going, and she would sing the hymns. Later in George's life, he had moved to New York and was working for an insurance company. And there he met several different people. And one of these people that he met was a radio host who had a coast-to-coast show. And this would have been in the late 1920s. And this radio host was putting on a big talent show for his radio show. And learning that George would like to sing, he convinced him to participate in his talent show. And he sang "Go Down Moses" on this radio show that was heard all over the nation. This was George's first time that he sang a hymn for a big crowd, for more than just his church. And shortly after this, he unfortunately did not win the competition. He lost to a yodeler. It's kind of funny.
A yodeler.
But he did get $15, and he felt led by the Holy Spirit to continue in music. And shortly after this, on a Sunday morning, when he was preparing the organ before the church service, he found a piece of paper that his mother had left for him on the organ that was the poem, "I'd Rather Have Jesus." And as he read this poem, the lyrics just spoke to him. He felt that his exact ideals, his desires for his life were spread out in the lyrics of this song virtually perfectly. And he began composing the music to the song that we know today. And it came to him very easily. When he was finished, he called his mom in to listen to it. And afterwards, she gave him a hug. And with tears running down her cheek, she thanked him for that beautiful song. And that Sunday morning was the first time that the song, "I'd Rather Have Jesus" was sang publicly. From there, George went on to go around the country with the Billy Graham ministry. He had the privilege to follow Billy Graham's ministry as part of the music ministry. And he became known as one of America's greatest hymn singers. But we really see from the beautiful song, we see the lyrics that spoke to him so clearly speak to us as well. Some of the lyrics go, "I'd rather have Jesus than silver or gold. I'd rather have Jesus than wealth untold. I'd rather have Jesus than anything this world can afford today." So thank you. I hope that those lyrics speak to you as well. Let's bring the music on.